There was a young boy that time while he was serving his master. Sometimes in his life, he can journey and come to me and say, man of God, please can you hold this phone for me for some days after we come and correct it. I said, how can somebody that is serving master giving me his phone? Do you committed anything? He said, no. That this phone is a distraction to me. Hold this for a while until I regain my consciousness. Kai, I look at such a face of a young boy. I collected the phone. For days he returned back and said, I have got myself. And I'll give him back. Wow. I said, what is such a mind? And I said to him, you will go far. Sometimes I will be like, he will journey again and came and said, man, I now begin to ask questions because I have never seen such a thing before. He said, hold this phone for me. It's a distraction to me. If this phone remains in my life, I will rot. He can even cause my serving. Hold it until I regain myself. What the business if your guy call you and they think, he said, hold it. My God. I said, this person can deal matters of life. This person can overcome the trees. He knows when devil are coming. Because one of the grace to overcome the war is that God gives you a grace to know when the devil is coming. Who is the owner, please? Guy. It's only him knew what is happening. And when he come back, he knew that he has come to his consciousness. I remember, I can never forget this. When I was young, very young, what I love so much is PS. You know PS? Okay. You might call it nothing. At that time, this thing is grown more than my heart. Even if you give me to now, I can play because my mind has grown more than it. But that time, Kai, that is what corrupted my mind. That I began to go, my friend, and have the PS. The thing can't enter one place in my brain. That I can tell my mother, Mommy, we'll have vigil this night with my prayer partner. Let's go. I want to go there to pray with him. He said, make sure you come back early and prepare school. I said, okay. I will now left. When I got there, they have Jen who go contribute money, buy fuel. People that came to do vigil, we loaded fuel in there with oil in the jar. We put PS by 10. Before we know what is happening, it landed by 5. So when I get to school, my eyes will be doing like this. Alas, alas. And when you take me in a place of prayer, as you are praying, I will see myself where I am using Ronaldo Brazil to cut somebody and to score. Why others are praying and saying, enter in the spirit, I am seeing Ronaldo. You will not understand. You know, it's so funny. The reason why it's so funny because this, but it was my heart that allowed that thing to overgrow me. It might not be a problem to you, but then it is more than me. Guy, after everything, while I will be going to school, I said, I will never play this game again. I will never play this game again. Before evening, the appetite come again. And then call my friend. We went there again, loaded fuel. Cease. In fact, you know, I see people about my school. School. When you bring me in a place of prayer, I now see the side the guy used to score me every time. And when he score me, he doesn't know how. He will laugh at you that your heart will break. You know, there are some people, when you are doing something, play a joke, they will be taking it advantage. My friend will be calling me and be singing a song. Sometimes he look like, hi. You don't understand. The thing corrupted me that I can't grow in the spirit. It ended up that I begin to save money, yet I use my money to go and buy it and keep. Money a bit easier. But why I don't like in my own that when you are placing it, if my mom come and said, this is your prayer now, this is I've taken your prayer time, this is I've taken this. So I don't like that kind of word. Sometimes the bag I used to carry to my Bible and other things, I will put the PS inside. If in case it's with my own friend they hang, we are going to use my own. You will not understand. You will not understand. Die, bring me in a place of prayer. I can even say, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. I knew that I am in a PS. I can't ascend. I have never seen such a thing that are powerful in my life than this. That is why it can never go. I have never seen such that have such image in me than that. It was one day that I am looking for revival, looking a way to save myself, because I can't remember what the John says. I can't remember what Peter said. There is not even I didn't in case school. One day, while I bent down, God gave me grace to hear his voice. And the voice came and the Lord said, say your PS. I said, this is not from God. This is not from God. The voice came again, say your PS. I have to wake up to distract the voice. This disturbed my mind. The day I was selling that, I was crying. I sold it out. Even the person that bought it for me bought it as he's helping me. He bought it with a free just let me just help you. But after I have sold that out, I now begin to recover myself. Now begin to recover. Now begin to recover. I recovered myself to the fullness. It was after I come out from it, I now begin to know how much he have damaged me. And days he have taken on my life. Amen and amen. So you have to identify. Your own can be unforgiveness. Your own can be wickedness. Your own can be jealousy. Your own can be enviness. There are things that can, anything that can affect you that the Spirit of God cannot have expression in your heart. They are the part of the obstacles of our spiritual journey. It can be immorality. It can be iniquity. There are those, their own is too much talk. Amen and amen. There are one thing I discovered when I was small and I stop it. That thing is an argument. Sunday like this, and my Jehovah people will carry their Bible to come to my yard. I now sit down and we begin to argue with Mary. We begin to argue with this. Anytime I make up the argument, I discover I become empty. So when I discover this, I notice that arguing, it doesn't impact spiritual. Because the more you say, the more they say they not agree your own. You say, I not agree your own. You know, some reason some people are discussing is to boast knowledge. But argument is not a discussion of boasting knowledge. Because everybody are disagreeing to each other. I discover after doing this, I find emptiness and now stop it. So whatever I said, and if you say something, I can go and make a research without arguing with you. And if I found that is a false knowledge, I rejected it. So you can discover things that can set up. It can be gossip. Anytime it enters you, all you are seeking is to whom to bring down. Check and deal with it. You have to know those things.